Fucked up.
Which they sit there and tell me anyway, like.
Okay, we're about to go live. Hang on. We'll continue.
Huh?
We'll continue.
Oh, that's fine. I'm not supposed to like you anyway.
Stop talking. Nobody wants to hear you.
Why would you have me on your show?
It's crazy. You come on, you just start talking. It's ridiculous.
Yes, I do. I like to hear my voice.
I think we're live. Do you see us?
I do. I see it on my end. Hello, everyone.
Hey, you shut up. I'm the one who does the introduction.
You're waiting too long.
I have things to do here. Welcome to Health Debunked with Dr. Kosher and Allie.
What's up? I'm gonna throw my game time. Ready?
Oh, here we go again. You from West Coast or East Coast?
East Coast, baby. East Coast. My accent came out a little bit when we had Cecile on last week. God, I love her. She's so funny.
I don't remember her at all. She seemed very unmemorable and
very memorable.
I'm glad she's not here tonight. I swear to God, your cup grows every week. It's like the Alice's chalice.
Yes.
Allie's chalice. Sorry.
Allie's chalice. I love it. I need a sticker now. You're always drinking out of a beer glass.
It's good. I got this at October.
Is that water or liquor?
Uh-oh, coronavirus? Is that what's happening already?
I have asthma.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
It's awful. Oh my God, I hate it. Speaking of coronavirus.
Yeah.
Do you know how they're treating it over there?
Over where?
Over in China.
I'm trying to get you to say underwear.
No. Get your mind out of the gutter, Doc. Oh wait, you can't help it.
I don't think I'm hearing you right. Hang on.
You can't hear me?
There, that's better. Can you still hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
Gosh, for someone who has a mansion and makes lots and lots of money, you would think that your computer would work.
You would think, but you try to hire people to do all your shit for you and, they send the B team in to do the stuff and nothing works.
I see you got rid of your squeaky chair. I don't hear it anymore.
Really? I'm trying to sit really still. So.
Oh.
Have you noticed I've cleaned, so, my 20 and 2020 I accomplished for my flu shots.
Right.
But now I've added more bling. Do you see the bling?
Oh, my good Lord. You have Satan on your shirt.
These are my friends, Pan and Dorrit, and they should be adored, which is why they're on my...
You should wipe your butt with that.
Talk, but I'm making it a hanky. So
no.
Professional. And then I moved my name tag to this side, so I'm still Dr. Kosher, see? It just used to be here, and now it's here, because now I need Dorrit and Pan. Oh, do you want to get a close up?
Toilet paper.
Look.
Gaga. Toilet paper. Do you hear me?
You don't talk that filth.
Toilet paper.
That's filthy talk.
Wipe your butt with those faces. This is disgusting.
It's something you'd say on the East Coast, not on my
They're
show.
awful people.
What makes them awful? They're looking out for the world.
They're what?
They're looking out for the world.
For who? For themselves.
No, for the health of children. I mean, have you seen how sick kids used to be and how healthy they are now?
Yeah, no, that's not true. And you know
it's
that.
True.
It is not. Show me the study that they're healthier.
You anti-vaxxers in your studies that you always want to see.
That's proof. There's 54% of these children in America are sick.
So It used to be 56%. We're going down.
No, it didn't. No, it didn't. You're pulling that out of your ass. No, it didn't.
There's a study.
No, there's not. I've looked. There is not.
There's lots of studies that show.
All you guys do is freaking lie about everything. You can't.
It's done by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. They did a study, they funded it, and it showed that all diseases, especially communicable diseases, are on the decline. Every single one of them.
You do know that that's a huge conflict of interest, right? Having the people that are paying. I
don't know anything of the sort.
No. To have these companies, these companies that are doing these testings, they're also paying for manufacturing of the vaccines, and they're also testing them. That's a conflict of interest. Do you not know what ethics are? Didn't you have to take an ethics class in order for you to become a doctor? Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You just don't remember. You're probably sleeping.
Yeah, I don't remember that one.
Yeah, exactly. That's why you freaking suck at it.
My daddy and his daddy, they taught me everything I needed to know. And I remember there was a certain class in college, and they had some strings to pull, and they pulled strings, and they got me through that class. I didn't even have to go. So that might have been the class you're talking about. I don't know.
Yeah, ethics course. Good Lord.
I was just hanging out with my frat brothers, because there's one thing I could never find were friends that I didn't have to pay for. So I made sure to pay for those in college as well. And, it served me well.
The things you admit are just disturbing.
I'm an honest, open, caring guy. I look out for people. They come in my clinic every day. I try to help them, and they come back. I know you find that difficult to believe, but they keep coming back.
They come back because they're brainwashed. It's Stockholm syndrome.
I don't know what that is.
You should look it up. How do you not know what Stockholm syndrome is?
I don't know. What's going on under your shirt there? What's happening?
This is American Badass.
Oh, but were your hands down your pants? I don't know. What are you doing with your hands?
They're in my shirt.
This is inappropriate, Allie. You can't just be playing under your shirt there.
Listen, mind your own screen.
Stop it.
Nobody can see me.
You know what happened to me today? I don't know if you're on Facebook, but I'm on Facebook.
Uh-oh. What'd you do?
I got poked. Somebody I don't even know poked me. Like, how do you even find the poke button? Where is that?
I have no idea. I didn't even think people did that anymore.
I didn't think so either. It upset me. I'm going to be honest.
Maybe it's one of your patients.
What?
Maybe it's one of your patients, and they're poking you back after poking them.
That could be. I did not like that feeling of getting poked when I didn't want to be poked.
Hello.
But that only applies outside of the doctor's office. Anything that goes on in here is my choice. So I don't really care if you feel violated or not. I'm doing the right thing. I'm saving your life. It's true.
You know how awful that sounds, right?
It's true.
It isn't.
I get to poke you whenever I want in my office?
That's disgusting, because you come at me, I'm gonna swing. So you better be prepared.
Oh, it's going to go down. It's going to go like that.
Yeah.
You're dangerous.
Yes, very much so.
I think you're irresponsible as well.
Be afraid. Be very afraid. Irresponsible? Why? Because I care about my own bodily autonomy?
No, because you don't care about your neighbors.
Because I don't care about my neighbors. So you do know that live vaccines shed, right?
That's a lie.
It is not a lie. Have you ever been to a cancer ward? Johns Hopkins Cancer Center has it posted.
Look, I don't know if you've noticed, but I had 20 flu vaccines, and I'm not allowed to go in certain areas now.
Yes, I know, because you're a walking flu.
No, I'm protected and healthy.
No, you're a walking flu virus. And I'm very surprised you're not freaking dead.
Why would I be dead?
Well, why would you need
I'd be dead without 20 flu vaccines.
Why would you need flu? Well, listen, I haven't had any, and hello.
Well, you look like hell, so
Thanks. Actually, I do not. And you know it. I even got fan mail saying I wasn't.
you did get a lot of fan mail. I'm not doing that again,
Oh,
at
I
least not
hate
for a while.
that.
Yeah,
Listen,
there's a lot of haters out there. They hate on me. It's okay. They're all a bunch of Neanderthals.
oh my gosh. Something's wrong with you.
Did you know that the coronavirus is now called the Coronavirus Disease 2019 on the CDC website?
That's what they're calling it? I
It's
thought they were
like, dun,
calling
dun,
it.
dun, Coronavirus Disease 2019.
It sounds like a freaking scary, stupid movie, like a B-rated movie.
Yeah.
With
And
like
then they have a code.
actors who can't act properly, running around scaring people about the damn fucking flu. Like it's stupid.
Like they could have just gotten the cast from Fast and the Furious to play in it.
Oh God, like why are there so many? There's like 9. I don't understand.
I thought there was like 27 at this point. I don't know how anybody sits through one of those movies. You'd think I would like those movies, but I actually don't. Mostly because they use cheap cars. If they would have used like Mercedes S-Class leases, then I probably would have watched. But I'm not going to watch to see Hondas racing. Sorry. I have standards, Allie.
Very low, apparently.
Anyway, there's COVID-19. That's
what they're calling it because they don't want anyone making fun of it or like offending people. I can't.
right. Well, I went on the website today because I go on there every day to see what do I need to be worried about because the CDC always tells me what I need to be frightened of. They're very, very good at scaring people. I'll attest to that. Like I read their website and I'm like, holy shit, we're about to die.
Apparently, you don't read deep enough into it.
Don't talk to me about deepness of anything.
Listen,
I do the best I can.
The Health Freedom Truth Movement gets a lot of their information from the CDC and the FDA.
You mean crazy anti-vaxxers?
Yeah, we're not crazy anti-vaxxers. To be anti something means to not participate in it. That's not what's happening.
You know what pariah means?
Pariah? Explain. Yeah. I think I do. I'm a little slow to.
Outcasts. The lowest of the low. Yeah.
No.
That's what you guys are.
But that's okay. We can be outcasts. We can be the black sheep. Actually, we don't need to be any sheep because that's no.
That was racist anyway. It's African American sheep. Not offend people now, Allie, with your what? Because you're a minority, you think you can just minority up everyone else?
Yup.
Is that how it works?
It's true. I do what I want.
It's like that one episode of Seinfeld. That's not a show.
Stop drinking.
That episode of Seinfeld.
With thousands of flu shots, you're drinking.
Because you interrupted me, now I can't think of what I was saying. What were you saying right before this?
Good, because, you know, they're treating the coronavirus with high levels of vitamin C. You do know this, right?
I've read that, and it's failing miserably, not surprisingly.
How's it failing?
It's still spreading everywhere, and
it's still spreading? Do you want to know why it's still spreading? Because America doesn't want to shut down freaking travel from here to China. Why do we need 11 sanctuary or open airports for these people, these camps for people to come from over there? Why? For what?
I don't know. You're getting really loud. How come you're so loud on my shouting?
That's because you have both ear things in. I'm passionate, okay? I can be loud.
I don't know why they do. You have to contact the FFA.
I don't understand though, but it's not the FFA that's shutting it down. The government has the authority to say no, we're not taking any travelers.
This
from
is
over
definitely
there.
a farmers, definitely the
FTC.
future farmers of America will know what to do with this. You got to contact the FFA.
Something's wrong with you. You need help.
USDA probably has a role in this.
Somebody needs to Baker Act your ass because you need some help.
Needs to what me?
Baker Act. Do you know what that is? I hate that act. It's just stupid. But do you know what it is?
No, I don't eat pastries.
No, crazy. It's like if you feel like somebody is in danger to themselves or to others, you can call the cops and be like, hey, I think this person is a danger to themselves. You need to come and handle them, and they'll come and take you.
Why do they call it the Baker Act?
Because there's the person's name. You know they name shit after people?
Not because bakers are like suicidal and murderous.
I question your IQ. How are you even a doctor?
I don't like. Were you not paying attention earlier? My daddy and his daddy have strings to pull.
That should be illegal. Oh my God. You're
it's not
practicing.
illegal.
Listen, you're practicing and you literally just admitted that you didn't really go to school. Your daddy and your granddaddy paid your way through school.
I still have a license. Once you get that license, it's hard to take it away. Like,
Listen,
I don't know if you've seen any of my counterparts. I read a story in the New York Times recently. I think it was New York Times, maybe one of those New York publications.
mm-hmm.
But it was talking about all the, my colleagues who've been convicted or who've been suspected of
Pedophilia.
molesting. Yes, and of molesting, women and giving them certain
parents to leave the room.
Yes, that sort of thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And you wonder why parents are freaking out.
Yeah, but I mean, the beautiful part is all these doctors are still practicing. So
oh my God.
It just shows me that I can basically not do anything.
You know what I'm gonna do?
As far as furthering my education, as far as
You're not furthering your education. You don't learn anything.
No, I know.
Because you don't have time.
I don't have time.
You should. You have time to do this shit.
This is very important because this spreads truth and it allows people to know me.
Do you know what it is? You know what it is every week? It's an anti-vaxxer whooping your ass. That's what's happening.
Oh, you wish.
Yeah.
I'm wish.
Awareness of how ignorant you are and how ignorant most of these doctors are who don't know what they're talking about. Think they know what they're talking about, but don't want to look at the studies. They don't want to look at the information. They want to keep their head in the sand like ostriches. Do you even know what that is?
An ostrich?
Yes.
It's a big bird. It's really fast.
It's a really big bird. Mm-hmm.
I think it's yellow.
Big bird.
So I do want to go over something with you.
No.
It's important.
What?
Did you know that there are 3 types of vein? There's the vein, like in my doctor's office, where I will inject vaccines into, not necessarily the vein, but or if I try to draw blood.
Yes.
Yes.
And then
there's that vein.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the vein like me, who's, when I look in the mirror, it's pretty good. There's that kind of vein.
Okay.
And then there's the vein, like a wind vein. And that upsets me. Like, did they have to name 3 different things the same name? Like, who thought of the English language?
Okay. Explain.
And they needed to say, this one guy said, I want to name this thing. Well, what is it? It's a wind. It shows which way the wind's blowing.
Oh.
What do you want to name it? And he says, a vein. I want to name it a wind vein. And they have to spell it differently. It's VANE instead of VEIN or VAIN. And see, don't tell me I don't know anything. I know a lot of stuff.
It's like useless information.
Well, it upsets me. They could have come up with a different name. Why didn't those people who were sitting there, why didn't they say, dude, do you know that there's already 2 kinds of veins? Like, can you think of another word? And everybody was like, We got nothing. All right, it's vain. We'll call it vain.
Because it's probably what it looks like. It resembles one.
It doesn't resemble. Why do they spell it VANE if it resembles vain?
No, the image.
The English language is stupid. It's why I don't speak it good.
Apparently. That's very clear.
Anyway, that's all I brought to the table this week. Thank you for joining us. Just kidding. I know you thought it was an easy day, like a typical work day in the Dominican Republic or wherever you're from.
What?
Puerto Rico.
Listen. Watch it.
Which one is it again? It's all the
What?
same to me.
Go away. Go away. So high levels of vitamin C you don't think work, right? Why not?
Well, because they're not drugs.
All drugs have side effects though. And a vaccine, if they were to create a vaccine, it wouldn't work for 14 days. If it was effective, it wouldn't even kick into the immune system. Your immune system.
Oh, if that's the case, then why do I give so many tetanus shots to people who come into my office having cut themselves on a can? Why do I do that?
You can't get tetanus from a can.
I had a guy who crashed on his bike and he scraped his knee, and you know what he got? Goddamn tetanus shot. I wasn't going to take any risk.
He didn't need a tetanus shot. He needed a bandage.
Why did I do that?
Because you're insane.
It's recommended. It is recommended. Yes.
Only if it, yes, recommended. It's not standard it's not standard of care.
It is now.
And okay, so even if it is, you're not going to get tetanus from scraping your knee. Did he work on a farm? Did he fall and bust his head open on a farm? No. Did he scrape his knee on the farm where there's animals, where tetanus lives in the poop of animals?
How do you know that a cow or a deer, this is Wisconsin, so a deer could have been crossing that road at some point, having defecated on it before it rained, and that is when he slipped on his bicycle and crashed and his knee hit the poop, and he had poop knee, and it was all mashed up in there. And had we not given him a tetanus shot, he would be lockjawed to death.
No. All you had to do was let it breathe and let it bleed out in the open air. Let it breathe. Don't cover it. And if you were worried that he had tetanus, you could have given him immunoglobulin.
You wanted him to die from deer poop knee.
Oh my God. You want him to die of a freaking
You were
tetanus
just willing to.
Tetanus shot. It's the Tdap. There's 3 illnesses you're giving him at one time. So not only did you give him tetanus, toxoid, but you also gave him diphtheria and whooping cough. What the hell did he need that for? He crashed his bike.
Yeah, he was breathing pretty heavily when he came in, so we wanted to make sure that he wasn't coming down with whooping cough. So we figured the best thing to do, because it is the best way to prevent illness, is through a vaccine.
It's not. So
how dare you?
For you people to have only had
you people
half a day, yes, you people in white lab coats that are not worth the $30,000, $300,000 that you have in debt from school loans are not worth.
My dad paid mine.
You are in. Sit there and have a half a day of learning experience for vaccination, and you don't even go through the education of vaccination. You go through the schedule and what to give and what dose to give and how to talk and coerce to parents who ask too many questions into getting these stupid, useless vaccines, instead of going over what the diseases are and how they're naturally cured and how to figure out how to pair the body with natural by, like, feeding them proper diet, making sure that they have good access to clean water, make sure that they aren't pooping and peeing where they eat. I mean, this is ridiculous. You guys push all these vaccines and literally know nothing about them.
Look, it was Taco Tuesday, the morning that we had vaccine studies at school. I was hungry. I was thinking of, how am I going to do this? Am I going to have chicken tacos, or am I going to have beef? Is the beef even organic? I don't know. Not that organic really matters, because
Oh, I hate you so
nothing
much.
wrong with any other kinds of processed meats.
Oh, gross.
So I missed it. What do you want me to say? I missed it. But
So
what
how
I
do you,
am doing is following protocol. And there's nothing more important than following the CDC's protocol.
but you don't ask questions. Why not?
No.
You're not curious.
Why would I ask questions? I get my check every week. It's amazing. Why am I going to disrupt that cash flow? Do you even know anything how to run a business?
Wait a minute. Okay, that's exactly what it is. It's a business, and you are a marketing tool. That's what you are. That's what you are. A marketing tool. You're being used. You're a slave.
Tiny.
Yes, so a slave. Yes.
You're tiny and loud.
That's fine. I can be tiny and loud. I make an impact. I surprise people. That's important.
I don't like you.
That's fine by me. I don't like you either. Listen, speaking of your pocket, your money, right? How do you feel if pharmacists were allowed to give vaccines and they're also allowed to get kickbacks for every vaccine they give? How do you feel about that?
I think it's great, because the more people we have out there giving vaccines means the more people are being protected. And ultimately, I am a doctor and I care about the health of everyone. If this person happens to do a really good job and gets paid extra for that, what is wrong with that? So at all your waitressing jobs, which is probably all you've ever had, when you do a better job at your tables, don't you get tipped more?
Did he just say waitressing job? That's all I've ever done. Do you not see this shirt I'm wearing? Did we not have this conversation when you first brought me on the show?
I don't know. How often do you think I pay attention to what you're saying?
Obviously pay no attention to anybody because you're too thick-headed. I think it's thick-headedness, and your brain is leaching out of your ears when you sleep because of all the damn shots you've had.
I just lied to you. I gotta be honest to you.
What?
I do remember your story. I didn't want to acknowledge that you were in the military for almost a year before you pussed out and had to leave.
No, I pussed out and had to leave. No, that's not what happened.
That's how I remember the story. Therefore, it's true.
You listened. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Let's hear it again. What happened? Because there's new viewers now. I think there's like 2 other people.
New viewers. Hi, new viewers. Nice to meet you. Yeah, I broke my foot and my hip. I was doing a ruck march and I ruck marched on my broken foot because I'm that much of a badass. Anyway.
So you broke your foot as you were marching, and then you broke your hip.
Yeah.
Because
this isn't about me.
You joined the army when you were like 70?
This is about pharmacists. Okay.
Who breaks their hip at 20?
I was 24.
Okay.
Well, it was probably all them damn shots they gave me weakened my bones. Listen.
I'm listening.
So, pharmacists, right? Giving vaccines to children. Like,
awesome.
I think they said it's age 7. You think this is a good idea?
Of course.
So they're completely bypassing. They don't get any records, history from the doctor or from the patient, right? So just anybody can walk up to CVS and offer some kid up so they can get a $25 gift card for getting their flu shot. Who is going to know whether or not this kid belongs to this person? Is this pharmacist going to ask that question? Probably not.
How old's the kid?
7.
7. He's plenty old enough to make a decision like that.
Are you serious?
Yes.
The kid has to be told when to go to bed and what to eat for breakfast. And he can make a decision on whether or not he can get an injectable medication.
First of all, it's not a medication, it's a vaccine, and it's perfectly safe and effective. Secondly, yes, the kid can decide. Do you want a Snickers or a whatchamacallit today? He can decide that, right? What's the difference? Do you want a flu shot or not? Decision.
Well, you're not giving him any informed consent. You're not telling him what can happen. What are the dangers?
There's no dangers.
There is danger. It's listed all over the manufacturer's interest. So
the little soreness in the arm. The soreness in the arm, the pharmacist will tell them about that.
No, they won't. And pharmacies, CVS, Walgreens, Publix, these places, grocery stores, they're not equipped for people that pass out.
They have the highest quality staff.
Highest quality staff?
definitely equipped to handle
So
such
pharmacists
endeavors.
know how to handle a patient that is passed out or seizes or goes into tachycardia.
They have 911 to call. It's fine. It doesn't. It's so rare. What, one in a million that happens to?
People already have egos the size of the freaking universe. You're gonna sit there and give the same shit to a pharmacist. Pharmacists already think they fucking know everything. Trust me.
Yeah, I have met some
Oh, I went
pharmacists.
to
I know
school,
this
I have
pharmacist up in.
certificate.
I've been friends with this one pharmacist, Jason. Jason's a dick. He thinks he does
Jason-
think he knows everything. Oh, I'm gonna make beer at home this weekend. You want to do that? I'm like, you make beer too? I'm a pharmacist. I know all about the chemistry of this. I'm like, your
Just
beer
like-
tastes like crap. I don't
We're
want
not
your
talking
beer.
about beer. We're not talking
Then-
about beer.
And
Listen,
then he wanted me to go mushroom hunting. Who goes mushroom hunting? Like, we were looking for morel mushrooms, and he made me. You ever see like Bugs Bunny? You know how Elmer Fudd, when he's looking for Bugs Bunny, he's like and like tiptoeing
oh my God,
super
that's
quietly. That's what we had to do through the woods to look for morels. We were Elmer Fudd without laughing. but
you're
we're-
Elmer Fudd
yes.
and I'm Bugs Bunny.
You know, Bugs Bunny was a lot lighter than you.
Listen,
Poor representation of Bugs Bunny.
I am cinnamon, okay? Cinnamon is good for everyone.
Oh, you work in a strip club?
No, oh my God, what? The color, you tard. Oh my God,
Oh, oh.
I cannot.
Every other cinnamon I've ever met was actually on the stage. So sorry, that's
Who paid for pharma? Paid for by pharma? Is that how they got you? Ooh, you're telling secrets. Oh,
right.
you're telling secrets.
so.
So yeah, so
We've agreed that pharmacists giving flu shots, amazing idea, or any vaccine,
no, we did
amazing
not agree.
idea.
That's not a good idea.
We agreed. I kicked your ass on this one.
No, you did not.
I
No, clearly you did not.
am going to read you something now, and I'm serious here. I am going to read it. This is on the WHO's website, the World Health Organization. Okay, because you don't know what that stands for. I have to explain. So if you go to the international section of the World Health Organization, there's actually a place called Year of the Nurse and the Midwife 2020. Okay.
Year of the Nurse and the Midwife. Okay, I'm listening.
Yep. So you scroll down on that page, and there's several different stories about this being the year of the nurse and midwife. So there's various stories, various countries on what's happening in our medical community. We don't have enough nurses. Doctors don't have time to really care about your issues. Okay, I'm going to be honest. We don't have time. For one, there's a lot of patients. Everybody is freaking sick all the time. And for two,
Stop force vaccinating people. They won't be sick.
and for two, we get paid more the more patients we see. So what are you going to do? We gotta get them out.
Pyramid
Anyway.
scheme.
Finding the Lost Girls HPV vaccination in Guatemala. Is that how you say it? Guatemala?
No,
Yeah.
Guatemala.
You just said Guatemala.
Guatemala.
Okay.
A normal person.
Okay, so I'm clicking on that. Now, this is the story I'm going to read you. Ana Cristina Gonzalez has been a nurse for 14 years. She works in the health center of some weird words in a weird city in Guatemala. Today, Ana Cristina is going out to the community to apply the HPV vaccine to girls who did not attend classes on the day the vaccine was applied to their schools. On the
Disgusting.
days, this is compassionate and righteous. On the days Anna is out and about vaccinating in the community, she carries with her a thermo carrier for vaccines and a backpack with information and authorizations for families to sign. The streets of Ciudad Vieja, I don't know how to say it, are in the foothills of the water volcano and are known for being steep. Anna, who has always lived in this area, is used to traveling and knows that if she did not do this job, many girls would be left without the protection of the vaccine. If our records show that a girl has not been vaccinated because her parents are not in agreement or because she was not at school on vaccination day, we visit the girls at their homes with the vaccine, explains Anna.
Disgusting. It's
Before
not even
this,
applicable.
before this vaccine was promoted only by pediatricians because of its cost. Now, I think it's a great opportunity to have girls to have this vaccine because we at the health center have seen cases of cervical cancer. So thanks to this vaccine, the girls will be protected, says Anna.
That is fraud. That's not why Gardasil was made.
This is on the World Health Organization website. It's complete fact. The vaccination campaign against cervical cancer began this year. Now, understand, this is important. The goal of the Ministry of Public Health and Social Assistance of Guatemala is to vaccinate 190,000 10-year-old girls.
10.
The vaccine has no cost to families, and within about a month, almost the entire projected population was vaccinated. To reach the goal, there is a large number of health professionals like Anna who go in search of lost girls to deliver information to families and to apply the vaccine. This is the case for Luisa Fernanda, 10 years old, who did not go to school on vaccination day. She is one of the last girls in Anna's district to reach the proposed goal of about 725 girls. Anna was warmly received by Luisa Fernanda's family, who thanked her for her concern to ensure that Luisa received the first dose of the vaccine. Among the challenges I've encountered is that families do not see this vaccine as beneficial or are afraid to have it applied, explains Anna. In Guatemala, 1,500 new cases of cervical cancer are diagnosed each year, with an average of 800 deaths per year among women. Therefore, Anna and the district team have done an extensive promotional campaign with the support of teachers and school principals to be able to meet the HPV vaccine coverage goal. For me, it is excellent that we have this vaccine included in the national schedule. This is going to save many lives, concludes Anna. And then there's a beautiful picture of the little girl with her certificate of vaccination to show that she will never get the HPV disease.
Did you know that this whole thing is BS? And I'm going to tell you why. First of all, the makers of Gardasil are in court for fraud. Okay? Also,
are you saying bad things about Merck?
Yes, I am. And also, there are there's a 30-page legal document that lists the indications, contradictions, and adverse reactions that occurred during clinical trials, of which included blood and lymphatic system disorders, autoimmune hemolytic anemia, a couple of others, respiratory problems, pulmonary embolisms, general disorders, and admission of site conditions about chills, death, fatigue, okay? Musculoskeletal and connective tissue disorders, nervous system disorders, including Guillain-Barré syndrome. That's where you're freaking paralyzed. You can get that from the flu shot, but it's worse with Gardasil. They're not telling these parents this information.
It's worse if you get GBS without having the flu shot. You don't want the natural version, trust me.
There's no natural version. There's no such thing. It's all vaccine induced. They're not giving these people informed consent by telling informed consent is giving everybody all of the information, not just cookie cutter information because you're afraid that these people are not going to take the product. It's a product. It's not it's a product.
It's a lifesaver.
No, it's not. There's no proof that it saves lives. There's no proof that HPV has hulled cancer in girls, cervical cancer. There's no proof of that. If anything, the proof shows that cervical cancer has increased. Or do not know how to read a graph.
That's dangerous misinformation.
It's not dangerous misinformation.
It is.
Information out there.
You're talking nonsense that's not listed on any websites that I adore and admire.
PubMed, are you serious? How do you not really? Really?
PubMed is like Wikipedia.
Really?
Yeah, you can just write whatever you want on PubMed.
It's also on what website was I just on? Yeah, that's PubMed. You can't, no, listen, you're out of control. I don't believe you. Corvella too did one.
You know, I'm just excited that the WHO's doing this.
Shootings, parents, cervical cancer victims are suing the government in order to withdraw the approval of the vaccine. And that's in Ireland. At least they're smart.
They have tiny vaccines there.
Tiny? What the? Are you serious?
They're smaller
Tiny
people.
Difference? There's no difference. They're all the same. You know nothing.
They have.
You know nothing. You know nothing. You know nothing.
I know that there's 271 new vaccines coming down.
Nothing.
271 new vaccines coming out. It's pretty exciting.
That is so dangerous. How? Listen. Why on earth?
Are you wearing any pants?
I am wearing pants. What? I'm wearing pants. What is wrong with you?
I don't know. I saw a leg and t-shirt.
I'm going to stop coming on the show. You keep talking like that.
Couldn't even put pants on for the
I'm
show.
going to call in from now on.
I miss seeing your giant cup.
That's all I'm going to put there. Is just the big fat cup right in your face. This is stand for freedom. See it? Stand for health freedom. Stand up.
I will not. I will stay seated in my squeaky chair.
Oh, I can't with you. Like really under my skin today.
Well, look, I'm excited that the WHO's doing this because the world needs 9 million more nurses and midwives by 2030. We need 9 million more because we have 271 new vaccines coming out.
These shots.
Who is going to administer these shots if the nurses and midwives aren't doing it? And pharmacists and school teachers and bus drivers.
So you want school teachers now to give vaccines?
And
why
Subway.
School teachers to give vaccines?
Papa John's delivery folks.
What? That's
Taco
insane.
Bell workers.
Why? We don't do this with any other pharmaceutical product. Okay, so penicillin, antibiotics, we know can help people, can save lives, right? Save lives. Penicillin and antibiotics can save someone's life. Yes. Why is that not mandated? It's not mandated. Giving blood, donating blood is not mandated. It is
dangerous to get too many antibiotics, especially if it's for the wrong thing. You can't give that out.
That's my whole point.
I mean, we can't just be feeding antibiotics to cattle, for example. That would be stupid.
They do it.
I don't believe you.
It's in all the food.
I'm done with this conversation. You just make things up.
Unless it's listed as antibiotic free, which, I mean, it's the FDA. They lie about everything. So anyway, like I was saying, you can donate blood. When you donate blood and platelets, that can save somebody's life, right? Being an organ donor, that's a loose term.
We're going to make organ donors mandatory too.
Yeah, well, that, over my dead body, literally. That's ridiculous. I can't.
Yeah, we'll be happy to take your organs from you before you die.
This is what I'm saying, though. Like, you have to be alive in order for them to take your organs. You can't be dead.
That's true. Yeah.
Anyway.
Sounds like you're upset at how the system works.
Donating blood is not mandated. And donating bone marrow is not mandated, but it can save somebody's life. Okay? So why?
Well, you can't donate blood if you've been to Afghanistan, for example.
You can't donate blood if you've been recently vaccinated.
That's true too, because we don't want.
You can't donate blood if you've recently had a tattoo. You know why? Because of the mercury levels that are in the ink. Did you know that? Are you
all tatted up?
I have a few. Don't change the subject because you know I'm right.
And then you're blaming vaccines for all your tattoo mercury that's causing all your problems.
Lectin. I was also heavily vaccinated when I joined the army, so there's that. And there's a whole bunch of shit in there they didn't tell me I was getting. So, but you when you sign the paper, you become property of America, and they can do whatever you want. So anyway, didn't know that then.
Yeah, I'm sure you're making bank right now with your disability pay.
Yeah, no, are you kidding? Absolutely not. Oh,
Rich.
yeah. I'm gonna come join you in your mansion. That's how rich I am.
No guests.
Really insane. But you understand what I mean, though. They're not. Why are vaccines the only product that is supposed to, they want to mandate as saving lives when it's not? And the diseases that we do vaccinate for are not only vaccine preventable. You know what? Here's my Lysol.
Whistle. Don't blow a whistle.
No, you're pissing me off. I'm gonna Lysol you. Look. I
Stop
got it.
that.
Listen.
I feel like I can taste it, and I don't know why.
I don't know why I sprayed it. I can't. It's like killing me. I don't use this shit.
Oh. It's really bad.
No, but really, like, you're driving me nuts.
Reminds me of going into a public restroom and somebody just bombed it.
Ew. That's so
and you got to
gross.
spray that. You got to spray the Lysol that's there. So. And then you look at the toilet seat and you're like, dude, what did you do to this toilet seat? Like, come on.
There's still a consumer tax attached to it. So you're still paying for it.
You're breaking up on me. I think you messed up your whole thing you got going on there. Your bandwidth is low. You Lysoled your bandwidth.
I'm nowhere near anything. Like, that's your problem. We're using your computer.
Mine's fine. It says Allie Marie's network bandwidth is low.
Oh, well, that's because I'm poor and I have really low service. All of my money goes to helping my children because they're vaccine injured.
Whatever. You're raking it in on your military disability pay. Did you know that cervical cancer screening in England, that nurses do most of those screenings? Doctors, they don't really have time for it.
Did you know
doctors ain't got time for that shit?
Did you know that cervical cancer can be detected when you go to get your GYN? You go to a GYN, you get a pap smear. That's how cervical cancer can be caught. And that's
I think you mean a CPAP.
No. That's something you put over your face when you have sleep apnea. Are you serious right now?
That's inappropriate.
And we're supposed to trust you. We're supposed to trust you. All this information that you don't know, we're supposed to trust you and just hand over our kids. Okay, so what religion is this? Where we sacrifice our kids to you? You're not a god. And even if you were, and even if we were back in the year 3000 or the year 12, I'm not sacrificing my kids for you. It's stupid.
You know, I think I might understand why a couple of my patients were upset this week when I suggested they put some pap smears on their face.
Oh my.
Try sleeping with a pap smear.
Try sleeping with a pap. Oh, wow.
I feel foolish.
I can't believe you actually say that to these people. How do you not know what you're talking about?
They sound the same, like veins. They just have different meanings.
You need help. Stop getting flu shots.
I don't know what to tell you, Allie.
Go detox yourself.
I got some interesting clients who not only did they come back, they're coming back again soon. So
this is a public service announcement. If you are a patient of Dr. Kosher, I need you to run away, far, far away.
Hey,
no,
I'm gonna sue your poor ass. If you keep
doctor.
it up, I'm gonna sue your ass.
You cannot, because it's true.
You are slandering, and you're probably libeling too. You're probably writing it right now and libeling and slandering.
This whole video can be used in the court of law because you said it. You don't know anything.
You don't know anything. You don't even know when my birthday is. You don't even care.
No, actually, that's not important. It's what we're talking about. How is your birthday important to your patient?
It is important.
Why?
Because
does that help you
to determine a special day in the history of the world?
It doesn't help you determine care.
Nothing helps me determine care. I'm a doctor. We are
I
done
think
here.
she used that term loosely.
You're loose.
That term loosely, because you're not really a doctor. I'm convinced. I think you need to have your license revoked.
I'm going to sue you. Be ready for the suing.
Are you going to ACIP?
What?
Are you going to ACIP meetings?
Yes, I will be at ASIP. I'm going
Be
to
there?
praise them. They're allowing me to speak, which is so exciting.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Your twin is gonna be there. I'm excited to see him speak too.
Who?
Your twin, Kevin.
Oh, I hate that guy. Is that the douchebag who's riding his bike across the United States for vaccine awareness?
That's amazing. He's doing an amazing job. I think that's amazing. It's very honorable.
He's an idiot.
Why? Because he's doing stuff you're not? Are you jealous? I think you're jealous.
I am helping people and he's killing them. I am not jealous.
He's not killing anybody.
He is spreading
Oh,
dangerous
you're
misinformation.
in your hand. You're the one with the deadly assault weapon in your hand every time you see a patient.
You need to go now. This has been enough. Goodbye,
Oh,
Allie.
got it.
Thank you for this
Bye.
amazing discussion once again.
Bye, you guys.
See you later. Bye.